So everybody vote for Noelle for president. All right, that's what we want to know. We are going to be doing chapter 7 today, and we're going to be doing the walkthrough. This is a fun chapter, and I'm hoping that things are getting easier. We're going to be doing a few advanced features. When you take the expert version of Excel, you're going to want to know how to do some of these imports that we're going to do here. Yes, Ira, you're going to be the best at it. So when we get to that point, you're going to thank me for showing you all the wonderful tips and tricks that I'm doing. Outside of that, let's go ahead and we're opening up to page, what is this, EX369. Today we're talking about creating templates, importing data, and working with smart art images and screenshots. The smart art is one of those things that I think is a little nugget that's in Excel that a lot of people don't use, or in Word, and I think it helps us format things and make them look much better, much quicker. We're going to be doing a project called Home Security Systems. If you look on page EX371, you'll see that we're going to take 4 worksheets, but we're going to be taking a text file, an access file, a web page, and a Word file, and we're going to be bringing them into an Excel file. That's the coolest part. I think one of the most unknown things that a lot of people don't realize is that we can actually bring in a web page and all of the text or the data on the table on a web page, and I'll show you how to do that, and that's in the homework also. But it saves you a ton of time, and you don't have to redo anything. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to be working with a template. So we're going to open up a blank work page here, and I am going to be starting on page 373 right now. Okay, so we're going to open up blank workbook. Let's go ahead and start this off. And we're going to, in Excel, if the window's not maximized, maximize it, great. We want to control click rows 1 and 2 to look at them. They're going to be our heading area. We're going to make them 28. We're going to right mouse click and say row height 28.50 is our height that we're going to be using for both of them. 28.50. Excellent. Now we want to set our column widths as follows. This is in number 5 on page 374. Oh, I'm sorry. For row 3, drag the bottom boundary down until the screen tips displays a height of 45.75. Row height originally was 28.50. And then the row height for row 3 is 45.75. There it is. You're missing something? 28.50 on the first 2? And 45.75. I think just doing that, if they give us a specific one, right mouse clicking and going into row height, I think is the easiest way to do it. All right. They give us some very specific ones for the columns. So column A, they want it to be 9. So column width is going to be 9. Column B, they want it to be 17. Column C, they want it to be 14. Column D, they want it to be 14. Column E, they want it to be 14. And column F, they want it to be 14G. F and G, they both want 14. Sorry, I should have just looked at that because we could have done them all at the same time. Oops, that was format cells, not column width. H, they want it to be 3. I, they want to be 17. J, they want to be 14. So we've kind of preset this up. I think in the real world though, like this is being given to us in a preset thing. In the real world, we would make this whole thing up and then we would set the columns and rows. And I mean, I got that all on the top of page 374, numbers 4 and 5. But you know what? If you haven't done that yet, what I would do is put all the data in and come back and do that later, because that's a very easy thing to do. That's just formatting as far as I'm concerned. So let's go ahead and title this. The title of this in A1 is going to be Home Security Systems. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. I might have to zoom back out here in a second. The second one is Sales Analysis. We're going to go ahead and go to the Page Layout tab, and we're going to change some of the backgrounds here. So click the Theme Color button. So we want to do Theme Colors right here. And we're going to change that to
We want to have those two highlighted? Or?
blue-green. No, it doesn't matter. The whole thing will change here. So I want to change the theme colors to blue-green. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Microsoft Excel, for stop working. Oh, that was not nice. Oh, it's even sweeter. It didn't save anything. Oh, there it is. See, it wasn't too bad. Look at that. That was an auto recovery. That's what happens when it auto saves. That's pretty awesome. So I didn't lose much. Didn't lose much at all, actually. Page layout, colors, and I'm going to go down to blue-green. And let's see, click cell styles and then apply title size. So we want to make these both title styles, so I've highlighted them both. I'm going to go over to cell styles and make them title sizes. Uh-oh. Let me pause this really quick. All right, so I just had to reboot my computer, and I apologize for that, so we're a few seconds behind here. I'm going to go ahead and do a file save as, just to make sure I have this saved. Thank you, HP Password Manager. Let's go ahead and browse. I'm going to save this in my normal file. This one's just Chapter 7 walkthrough. You're not going to turn it in, so Chapter 7 walkthrough. I think I had to change the theme colors. It looks like I'm still on blue-green, but I'm just going to select that just in case. I was supposed to make these as title slides, so I'm going to do that. And then we were at this phase where I was supposed to make them 24 type. So I did that, just increased it. And now we want to merge and center each one of these. So we're going to hold down the Shift key and go all the way over to J. Then we're going to click this Merge and Center button. Do the same thing below, Shift and right arrow, and then Merge and Center right here. Highlight both of those, and we're going to put in a color. So the color we want to put in is Aqua Accent 2 Lighter 60. Remember, on the certification exam, it does matter what color you pick. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and fill that box with Aqua. Let me see here. Aqua Accent 1. What is it? Accent 2. Ooh, that's much better, don't you think? And it's going to be Lighter 60, Lighter 80, Lighter 60 right here. So this is the one I want. Let's see, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the left, and it's the third one down right here. Under the color fill, so where the paint dump is. Accent 2, Lighter 60. Then we're going to put a little border box around this thing. We're going to use the thick outside border, excuse me, right here. Clicked it. Bless you. And in cell A3, we want to zoom in to 120%. Oh, good. I'm already zoomed into 120 or 130%. Sorry. I was trying to show us everything, but we got that. Now it tells us on the top, on the page 375 on the right, it tells us on number 2 that all the things we're supposed to type in here. Before I do that, I'm going to shift highlight all the way over and click wrap text. That means as I put things in, it's going to wrap them automatically. I don't have to go do that on my own. All the way to J3. And let's go ahead and put those in. So the first one is what? Store. Then we have category. Oops. Yes. Oh, I apologize. I didn't click the center button. I'm going to click the center button now also. Thank you for finding that for me, Edith. Edith is running for nothing? Treasurer. There you go. So vote for Edith for treasurer. This is equal opportunity right here.
Excuse me, she's not opposed. She's not nobody running against her. She's going to win.
The world's running against her, Noelle. You should know that. Okay. So
Lord's running too.
as someone in a heated battle, you should know that. 2016 in store. Sales in numbers. Tab 2017 in store sales in money. 2016 online sales in money. Money, money, money. That's right. Money. I'm going to copy and paste that thing in there and just change 2017. That's what I want to do. All right. Percentage increase or decrease. Summary of categories. Summary of categories. And 2017 totals. The sales analysis? It says sales. I don't see data analysis anywhere in here. I could be wrong, but I'm taking it out of page 375. I could be wrong, but I'm usually not. Right, Noelle? She's Noelle, and she approves that message.
I said no comment.
I have no recollection of that senator.
Yeah.
So.
No comment. This is not working in my favor.
You're starting to sound like Hillary.
You're so rude.
What's not working?
No, it's like, look, it's like spacing it all out. So it's like normal and space. It's like all weird.
Well, you didn't space it out right. That's all right. We can go back to that. Just keep typing because we can fix that at the end.
Okay.
You didn't do your column widths while you were texting on your phone. Everybody was fixing the column widths while I was rebooting my computer. You didn't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody else did.
Hashtag whatever.
Do you think about somebody in a new class every year too? Look, you seem to just.
Amber's too nice. She's just so quiet and gets her work done completely. I can't go after Amber in the class. You have Amy. You want the YouTube fame though, so I'm giving it to you right here.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, that's what I thought.
No, I need whatever help I can get. Everybody follow me on Instagram.
All right, so we can put in some dummy information here according to the book. So I'm going to put A, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a percentage increase. We don't need it, but so we can just like put in dummy information, like this is information that would go in there, or data. Now we're going to do some formulas in this template. So in G4, we want to make a formula. It's on page EX376. It's giving us the formula, but we're essentially going to add 2016 and then divide it by 2017 stuff added up. So equals parentheses D4. I want to do a double parentheses. D4 plus F4, close parentheses with a sad face, divided by C4, parentheses, sorry, C4. It's in the book. Plus E4, close parentheses, minus 1.
Enter. 0.5.
Correctamundo should be 0.5. For all those people that are looking up here trying to see what the formula was, there it is. I love how it does the little rainbow for us so we can tell what we're referencing. That's one of the greatest things Excel does for us. Now in I4, we're going to do an if. And we're not going to just do an if. We're going to do an if with a count if nested. Woo. Now we are getting trippy. Equals if, parentheses, count if, parentheses, before, and it wants it to be absolute. So we're going to hit the absolute piece. Count if, and then we're going to put in a, whoops, what just happened here? I wanted this one to be absolute. I don't want this one to be absolute.
You want B4 to be absolute, right?
Yeah, but then the next B4 I don't want. Comma, B4 again. Close parentheses equals 1. Comma B4. Comma, quote, space, quote, close parentheses. Whew. Had to get through all of that, Noelle.
Done. Enter. 8.
Yeah, mine came back A. Did you get?
Came back 8.
You got what the heck?
Keep trying.
Let me see. I'm sorry. If, count if, okay, B4, then you're going to colon, B4. You got to type the whole thing in that we just did. And then you got to finish that, the rest of it here. It's right here. Comma, B4. In parentheses. Equals 1. Comma, B4.
Too many B's.
Comma, yeah, there's a lot of B4s in this one. Parentheses with a space, and enter. And you got it. See, you just have to follow that formula in the book. Ta-da. Okay, we're going to move on. Next one is for J4. Ooh, this one's a doozy. If you didn't like that last one, Amy.
Wait, 'cause I'm hoping George will pick.
Sum if. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not saying no. I'm just going to move over here a little bit because this isn't going to be long. You know it's bad if I'm going to do that. So sum if, and you know what I'm going to do? I can tell already because John's back there and he's trying to see this. I'm going to zoom in really far, okay? Okay, that'll make it a little bit better. So I'm in J4. We're going to do a sum if, parentheses, if B4, and I'm just going to type it in so I don't have to go back and forth. B4 through B100. B100. Anybody old enough to remember that radio station? Sorry. See, I'm getting ancient. Comma I4. Comma $D, $4. Through comma sign D, or I mean $D100. Close parentheses plus the sum if of B4 colon B100. B100. That's where Jeff and Jer started. You guys ever remember Jeff and Jer? They started at B100. Way back in the day. Yeah, you weren't. Okay. And that's why Noelle doesn't approve this message. So who's your competitor that I should be plugging right now?
Everybody else is in the list of things that they.
You want me to promote? All right. So this is a long sum if function. It is on page 376. It's on number 4. Oh, there was the real question. Down ticket. Okay, so We've got this really nice long one. Edith, did you get this done?
Can I press enter?
She's almost there. Yeah, go ahead and hit enter.
Bam, 6.
If it comes up with 6, it's wrong. I'm just kidding.
Swear you're too early for this. I don't even have coffee yet.
I mean, we're just at the beginning of this thing. It's going to get so much crazier. Yes, it should have 6. Sorry, I'll go back to it. I mean, it's in the book. I think it's easier to read in the book than on my...
Yeah, here, it's here.
Hold on, I'm going to make it really big for you.
Would you this is wrong? Why do you have that over there? The summary is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be A, not. Okay, so here, finish the summary and then go back. It's supposed to calculate it.
I feel like Vanna White on Wheel of Fortune. Did it work?
You know, she does a little.
Here's the E. I'll buy a vowel, Alex. Oh, wait.
I know.
It's
she
Pat.
has a pretty dress.
All right, so we've put those formulas in. We want to change the sheet color to Aqua Accent 2. Down here at the bottom, I'm going to hit enter. Right mouse click, tab color, Aqua Accent 2. It says change the name to Home Security Systems.
I cannot say because you zoomed in too much.
Home Security Systems. Can't type. There we go. And I changed it to Aqua 1. I'm going to zoom back a little bit now so we can see this whole thing. I'm going to hit save just so I don't mess anything up. Control save. Now we want to make this a template. So I saved it, but now we're going to save it as a template. Ode to the Kazay. Is that all right?
I'm with you, so you do you.
Sometimes I feel like you're with the terrorists. Okay, so save as. Now this is a workbook. I'm going to go ahead and change my location right off the bat. So I'm going to go into my APP104 folder to save this. And instead of being a workbook, this time I want it to be a template. So we're looking for Excel template right here.
Excuse me, sir.
See that circle? Just follow where it is. I did a save as. I had to select the directory where I'm saving all my files.
Oh, I haven't done that.
Yes, that's why I'm telling you to do it. And then we're going to save it not just as what we called it, but we want to make it a template. ¿Cómo se dice template en español? Templado?
What?
I'm just kidding.
I can't with you sometimes.
Oh, and mine went to custom office document templates. Okay, so it saves it in its own spot. Hit save. And now it's a template. How do we know it's a template? Who can tell me? Just by looking at this. How do we know this is a template? Well, no, wait. I want to hear Myra actually give me the answer, though. I think Amber knows. No? Anybody besides Amber? Come on. Edith, how do we know it's a template?
Oh, is it the point? No,
Oh, you were there. You were there. It stands for treasure. What is it? What is it? You were so close. The point, what? XLT. T is in treasure, which is what Edith is running for. That stands for template.
See, those nice people don't have a chance. They're getting up. See, we're getting a campaign.
You know, what I'm really excited about is I know that thousands and thousands of students are going to watch this before the campaign election. What?
Yeah, so they should vote for us.
Template. That's correct.
How do you save it?
File, save as. Go down to select template. It'll put it in the right spot, and you name it whatever you were going to name it. Be on YouTube. Excel template, yes. Just template. That's scary.
Because you know how many days are is until Black Friday?
That's before Christmas.
Oh yeah. No.
Okay, so we have a template now. Okay, we could close this up and we could open a template. I don't think we need to. We just need to now save this as a workbook. Okay, I'm just trying to help you do this. That will not be on the certification exam. Opening up a template, and, creating a template or whatever. You might have to learn how to save it as a template on there, but you're not gonna have to then go open it. So we're gonna just play with what we got here. We're gonna say save as. And what happens now is that will always be able to be opened up, and we can make it a read-only file, so it's only able to be read. We can't change it, and we can go through and do all that, but we're not going to do that right now because we're running out of time. So we're going to save this as an Excel, not as a template, but just as an Excel file, Excel workbook. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in my normal spot. Now, does anybody know what the difference is between a template and a Word or a normal file? Essentially, it comes up all pre-formatted for us. So if this was something we used all the time, we wouldn't save it as a file, we'd save it as a template. We'd give it read-only status. That way, anybody that wanted to reuse it could open it up. They'd have to save it as something else in a worksheet format, but we have consistent formatting through everything that we do from here on out. So that's nice. All right, so we have our workbook open. We want to, we saved it, import some data. So we've got different types of data that we could do. Now, Edith brought up the point, it's the .xl, now we have S for workbook, worksheet, it's just normal Excel. .xlsx, what does that dot tell us or tell the computer? What's the fundamental thing I keep telling you about a computer? We have to remember we're doing this when we work with Excel. Garbage in, garbage out. So all that extension or file attribute is what we would call that, means is the computer says, hey, if it's got .docx, what file or what program does it use to read it? Word. If it has .xlsx, what does that mean? Excel. If it's .acc, I can't remember what the rest of the, or .txt is just a text file. So the computer, it's just ones and zeros to a computer. It has to translate what's in the file, and that's how the computer determines. Have you ever tried to open up a file that says what program is associated with this file type? Because if you click it, it then says, oh, from here on, whenever you open an MP3, it'll open up in iTunes, or it'll open up in Windows Media Maker, or whatever. So you can associate the file types to certain programs. Now, can Excel read a Word document? Yeah, it actually can. Will it come out perfect, though? No, it's going to come out all weird, but it's going to pull most of the data in. So that's great, and that's because Microsoft makes both of them, and they've made them much more compatible. Now, 15 years ago, probably not. Those things would get really, well, in an Office suite, they're usually pretty compatible. But let's just say, has anybody ever heard of WordPerfect? So WordPerfect was an old, or still is there, but used to be a word processor. WordPerfect couldn't read Word documents. You had to import or export because they had to translate what was going on in there. We're going to be doing a lot of translating right now, bringing things from different file types into Excel. So we're importing documentation or importing data into this. So a text file. A text file is one of the most basic things on a computer because all it is text. Exactly that. Like you can go in, there's just characters. They're not making a bunch of scattered information in there to format it. It's just going to be plain text, as we would call it. So we are going to import a data file called HSS Sales Analysis Workbook, or I'm sorry, no, we want to get data. In order to get that data, we're going to have to go into our Canvas shell in week 3 reading tools, and we need to download these 4 files right here. So I'm going to download HS Store CSV. This is the access one. I'm just clicking on it. It'll download it and put it in my downloads folder. Oh, it didn't want to do that. Let's download it. The HTML is HTML. You know, it's trying to do a web page, so it's easier to do. And then docx, which is Word. So I just got those 4 files. I just downloaded them. Everybody needs to do that because they're going to be needed right now. Module 3, Reading and Tools. And I'm going to hit save, and we're going to take our quick break. So when we have options like star.
No, they are not. No, it's just me.
All right. So we're going to now import these data files. We're talking about text. So if we're on page 382, we're going to go ahead and import from those downloaded files. Now I know those files are in my download folder because I downloaded them. So when they say to import data, you're going to come up to the Data tab. We're going to go over to Get External Data. When you click on the HTML one, it comes up, and right above it says Download. So you click on the download, and it'll download. Give me one. You still haven't upgraded? You need to take care of that. Okay. Well, then your email's wrong in the system, so we need to work on that.
Okay, I'm there with you, but I don't find that button, the external data. Like I'm in the same data area as you,
All right.
but I'm missing something. So you see, I'm in the data, I mean.
Well, it does say access web from text, so those are the same things. See how it says get external data below? You do see it. Mine's just, do you see the same thing? Yes. So my screen is just scrunched, and you might have these buttons already laid out, but I don't. Well, I bet yours says from access, from web, from text. So it's already, I had to click that button to drop those out. You already have it there, so you're in happy land. We're going to go to text, from text. Now we're going to open it up, and I'm going to go into my downloads folder. And we can see that I downloaded this CSV file. Sorry, I downloaded it twice. So I have the normal file and then the number 1 file. So I'm just going to pick that first one, HSS store 1024.8 sales data CSV. That's fine. I accidentally downloaded it twice. If you use the one, you use the normal one, we're going to get the same thing. Now this is a wizard, not a warlock. Okay. So we're going to download this wizard. We are going to use, according to this right here, it says that we want to import it. We're going to click the tab to remove the check mark. So we're going to say, yes, it's delimited. Okay. And we either have a tab or commas that separate this. We don't have tabs. We have commas. We can look down here and see that there's commas. I hit next. So I'm going to check box this comma. Now notice as soon as I checked it, what happened? I got lines. It's showing me all the different columns of data that I'm going to be bringing in. Ta-da! That's awesome. So I'm going to click next. I'm going to go ahead and click finish. It's going to pop up and it's going to say, well, wait a sec. Oh, darn it. Oh, good. I can change it. I'm like, I imported in the wrong one. Notice that I'm on J9. I'm in the wrong spot. I actually want this to be in A4. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back up there in a second. But we've imported it. I just want to make sure we're not doing anything in the properties. We are. We want to go into properties. And what we want to do in here is we want to take off the adjust column width. This is on your homework also. And you want to overwrite any existing cells. Click OK. And then I'm going to put this into A4 instead of J9. Whoops, I just messed this all up. Equals $, $A, $4. Click OK. What happened?
I did it.
Something happened here. It worked. Ta-da! A4. It brought in all that text. Yours didn't come in like that at all? Well, hashtag fail. You got that. Now you're going to click properties. Did you already take this one off? Unjust and overwrite. Click OK. Ta-da! What's going on, James? Okay, so no, that's all right. So here's a great problem. I wish I could show it up on the board, but James started in F, not in A. Okay? So his data all imported in the wrong area. I'm going to Control Z, undo that. Here, let me see if I can undo this. Control Z. What happened here? Why can't I undo it? Did you just save it and get back out in it? Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit cut. And then we're going to paste right here. And then we're just going to delete all this, okay? Now these probably need to be redone, these formulas, so we can go back and redo those later, okay? But you're bringing the stuff in. Those formulas that we did before, you just had the wrong cells. Okay. Look at this, everybody's helping each other. I like that. So don't forget Edith for treasurer.
And Heli for president.
Was it star? Yes, for school.
Oh, I'm not gonna be here.
So be true to your school now, now, now. November 9th is the elections. Okay, let's keep going. We are now going to import. Oh, we're going to use a function that we use in our homework. Does anybody notice that over here in the B column, Bravo, we have some spaces in here. We're like, man, it didn't come in perfect. So I'm going to just pick another area of the worksheet, like down here. Sorry. I can do this anywhere, but I'm just going to say equals trim, parentheses. I'm going to pick B4, close with the parentheses. So equals trim, T-R-I-M, parentheses B4, close parentheses. And it took off that front space. Trim. And I've got 6 of them here. Is that right? All the way down to, I need to do other also. So I'm going to trim takes the spaces off the front. It trimmed the data. And then I can just drag it down and it makes it all, take all the extra spaces out. Then I'm going to hit Control C to copy it. I'm going to go back up here and under Home, I'm going to paste, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the values. Okay? Notice it overrode those, and then I can hit delete here. So paste, special paste, values. Trim, T-R-I-M, parentheses, B4, close parentheses, drag it down, and then copy all that up and paste it special just as the values. That paste values will be on the exam, on the certification. So we pasted the values only. Now we're going to import more information in A11, Alpha 11. Did I tell you guys, I told my wife that I told you the Charlie story, and she was so mad. She's like, why do you tell that story? I'm like, it's a funny story. She's like, stop talking about me in your class. Now I'm talking about it on YouTube. She's going to be really mad. Okay. Yes, Noelle.
So I have keypads on
I can't
12.
hear you. Your phone's on.
My boss is texting me, I'm sorry.
Okay, what?
Okay. I have the keypads on 12, but you have it on J. On I. How do I switch that? Do I just paste
What?
the copy? See, like when you started it?
Doesn't matter where you started. Just drag it down now.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can put that anywhere. It's reference. So it'll create what you know as you drag it down. Yeah, well, did you use trim?
Yes.
I don't think you did. Drag it down.
I'm dragging.
Nope, that's not dragging. That's dragging. Nope, you're going sideways. Why are you going sideways? Go
I
down.
don't know
Go
what
down
I'm doing.
6. Keep going. Down to 18. There you go. Let go. There you go. You got it. Now copy and paste that up on top. So highlight it. No, you got to highlight all of it. Now copy. And then scroll up. Click on that keyboards right there on A4 or on B4. B4, it's the same thing. Keypads. And then you're going to go to home. Paste the arrow down. No, yeah, that one. And then values only. Paste values only. Okay. We got to keep going. We got to get through this so you can do your homework. We're going to import from an access table now. We're on A11, and we're going to go back to that data, external data. This time what we want is from access. I'm going to go back to downloads. And here we are, HSS store sales data. You can see that I did the homework earlier because I have apply 7-1 right here. Haha. It's the only one that comes up. HSS store. Click O to the Kazay. Yeah. And then OK. And it throws everything in there. Now this one we didn't have to go through a lot of the comma delimited and all that kind of stuff because it's not a text file. It's a database. It's already structured properly. What's wrong with this one though, Myra? It's a table. Okay. So we have a table within a table here. We don't want that. First thing we're going to do is under table tools and design is we want to convert it to a range. Convert it to a range. It says this will permanently remove all the querying capabilities. Yes. Notice that all of our little sorting tools just went away. Now it still looks the same, but the sort.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? We're in design.
And then you do convert to a range. Okay? Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on row 11 all the way across. I'm going to right mouse click it. I'm going to say delete this row. Boom. Got rid of it. Okay? Just delete. Well, yeah, delete. It'll be the whole row. You just click on this row 11 button. Then I'm going to grab everything from A4 down to A10. I'm then going to click on Format Painter because I want to get rid of all those other colors. So Format Painter, I'm going to highlight A11 through A17. Ta-da! It made it look the same now. Yes, James.
Insert.
I did. That's why I said delete row 11. So is this for the, yeah, so go ahead and click OK. Yeah, that looks right. There you go. Now you're going to, now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to convert it to a range.
Wait, where do you go?
It's, yeah, it's under table tool. Just say convert to range. It's okay. You don't have to click anything. Now that's going to take it out of table format. So click OK. Notice you got rid of all that. Now delete row 11. You got to click on the 11 and right mouse click on it. And then say delete. There you go. And then you're going to highlight from A4 down to F10. Nope, down to F10. Just the first half. There you go. And click Format Painter, this little button right there. And then click from here down to there. There you go. Okay, now I would make this bigger. I'd double click on this because it's going to make it so you have all your buttons. There you go. So now you have like Format Painter spelled out, stuff like that.
Okay, so does it have to be A11?
Now first you got to convert it. So table design.
Oh, okay.
You got to go to design, not data. convert to range. Down, yeah, right there. Okay. Click OK. And then you're going to right mouse click on 11, on 11, on 11. And then delete, right mouse click it. Then click delete. Yep. Well, you have a left mouse click and a right mouse click. And then you're going to grab all of that. So A4 to F10. And then you're going to go to Format Painter. And then you're going to drag it on those. And it'll nope. When Format Painter is highlighted, it's right where you start. So you have to click and drag it. And then, oh, you don't have it highlighted. You're going to say Format Painter.
Yes.
You're going to grab from here to here and just format it all right. Okay? Hopefully we're all there. Okay. Just with this class? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now we're going to do a cool one. Now we're going to import from the web. I love that. On the line. Sorry, did anybody see the internship? Okay. Anyway. So, A18 is where we want to start. Oh, this is going to be a toughie. So what we want to do is we want to put in, oh man, I don't know, this is mean. They're making us do it from inside. So normally what we would do is we'd go out on the internet and get this. They're trying to get us to take that HTML file that we found, and then we're going to use that to import because it would be normally on the internet. I do that in the homework. I show you how to do it from an actual website. Here let's see how this works. So we're going to get data. So data. And we're going to get it from the web. Wow. You just what?
Like, when you downloaded that file, I just copy and pasted the URL from the file that you downloaded.
That's what I was just thinking I was going to try and do.
Because I didn't know.
So if you click in here and if you click back into Mod 3, it'll pull this up where we have this. This is what you did, Amber? And you copied this?
Oh, no, I copied, like, I think it opens up, but yeah, I just, like, downloaded it, and then I copy and pasted from the actual.
Oh, then you just open this up on the computer. Let's see if this works. Oh, I like that. Yes, so this is the URL that we're going to want anyway. So we just open it up in Chrome because this is HTML. Did everybody see how I did that? I clicked on the downloaded file. It opened up the whole table in Excel, or in Chrome, excuse me. Now what I'm going to do is instead of typing in a big long thing like this, I'm just going to copy the URL right here. And then I'm going to paste that into the address bar. Ta-da! Came up. Now what we have to do is we have to tell it what we want to select. So you'll notice that it says click the arrow next to the tables you want to select to complete the import. So we have 3 arrows, this arrow, and this arrow. I believe what we're going to want is just down here, but I have to make sure the table on the one I did for the homework, I had to select the one up in the top left. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so as I hover over it, it says, do you just want this data? And that's exactly what I want. So it says I found all this. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that arrow. And then I'm going to say import. Amber's going to help you. Noelle,
What?
did you download the HTML file?
Yes, I downloaded everything.
Okay, well, open it now.
This.
Click it. Copy this. Copy. And then go put that into the web browser that's in Excel. Is it working, Edith? John? That's all right. Everybody's having a problem with this one.
So I copy and paste it into the web query, but I'm getting, I guess if you log in again.
Okay, let's see here. No, just go into your download folder.
On my download folder.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. So go ahead and just click on that.
I clicked to copy this.
No, click on that. Now just open up the file that comes down here. Hold on, it's connecting, it's thinking. Okay, so go ahead and click on that.
Is it ready?
It won't let me save it. Or won't let me
Sorry, yeah, my computer's slow.
Like, can you just not save it?
I opened this one up before, so I don't know what the problem is.
Sorry, it's almost here. Oh,
Yeah, that's it right here. So I can track where it is. 'Cause it takes forever. There we go.
okay, so just go ahead and click on it. Yeah. Should open up. Now, this is the URL. So copy that one. We're good? Good? Everybody's good over here? I like this. You guys are so far ahead. I love it. Working, Edith, or no? Amber, can you show Edith how to do that? Noelle, did you get it?
I did, but I guess.
Okay, if you have it in the wrong spot, because I'm sure Noelle has like 5 rows that are in the wrong spot, right?
You're so mean.
Okay. This is the person we want to be our college president. Okay. Look, I'm going to replicate what Noelle has here. If you have something like this where you're like, dang it.
Okay, it's not that many rows.
Okay, it's one more than what she has. I'm sorry. So,
3 rows.
okay. It doesn't matter how many rows it is. Just highlight all of it because we don't want that header row anyway. Just highlight all those rows that you don't want if it's 1 row or if it's 10 or if it's 50 like Noelle. Right mouse click and say delete and it will bring it all back. Yeah, just take off that row.
Okay, but I'm like, fine, but it's not letting.
Well, this isn't true. It's user error. George, show her how to do it. Our final one is a toughie. Now it's going to get hard.
Why are you doing this to us? What have we done to
Microsoft did this to you, not me.
you? We didn't pick this. Like, this is so mean.
You know what's going to be so great is you're going to take another class with accounting or something you have to use Excel. You're going to be like, this is nothing. It's rude. Why you gotta be so rude?
Oh, we gotta talk about class.
Get web button won't like show up.
Her get web button won't show up?
The from web. Like, I don't know.
I'm coming. We're just filling hours on YouTube of minutes of me helping people. Sorry. Oh, pardon me, Amber. Apologize. Where are you? You're right here. Get external data from a text file. None of it's. You've done something to see how it works
Yeah,
everywhere else.
I know. I did.
What did you do? Oh, here it is. Oh, you already imported it.
Oh.
You're already beyond where we were. So we're just going to right mouse click. Oops. Highlight all this, and then we're going to right mouse click it and say delete. Ta-da! You got it. She already had it. Okay, here we go. We're going to make this exciting. Now we're going to open up a Word document. Ah! Yes, that's exactly what we want. So we're going to go to our downloads. Here it is. I have it downloaded. See, this one says DOCX. I already downloaded it, or you can go to your downloads folder. I'm going to go ahead and just open it in Word to your mother. You just click it and it'll open up in Word. It's a Word doc. Let's not make this overly complicated. It's the one that says .docx. That's all you care about. There is a Access one. There is a text file. There is an Excel one. And then there's a Word doc. You got it. It's there. Tracking 20 on 20. Nope. Not there. Close that. Go to your downloads. There's the Word document. So just click on that one. All right. So we should all be looking at Word. And you're like, Mr. Greer, what are we doing? We're in Excel class and we're in Word. It's okay. We're going to make it. I am. I'm just enjoying Amy's look of consternation. Okay, notice that we have a table here, but the problem is, it doesn't look like it's correct. Because it should be like this. You know, we should transpose this thing. Guess what? We can do that. So we're going to grab everything we need, which is this section. We're going to skip the first column of A. We're not going to grab A. We're going to highlight everything else. So the second column all the way down to the bottom row. I'm going to hit Control C. I'm going to hold down the Control button. I'm going to hit C to copy, or you can just go to copy. I'm going to use a little trick here. I'm going to teach you. It's called Alt with your left thumb. There's Alt just to the left of the keyboard. Hold that down and then hit Tab. And then I'm going to hit Tab one more time. It's going to jump me right into Excel. Wow, that was awesome. AltTab. Or you can just click on Excel. I'm just trying to teach you some shortcuts.
You didn't jump me to Excel, jump me to something else.
Well, that's because you were supposed to hit Tab, like I said. You know, go to Alt and Tab takes you to your multi. Or Alt Tab if you've been in something else. Just get to Excel. I thought I was teaching you something cool. You can just click the button at the bottom. You know that little picture that says Excel? You can click that one too. You can get back there. So,
I want to do fancy, dang it.
look, so watch. I'll just show you. Multitasking. This takes me back to Word. This will take me to Chrome. This will take me to my recording software right now. So all the way back to there. If I hit Alt-Tab and I'm like, oh, I went too far, I can hit Shift-Tab and it'll take me backwards. These are just like power user features that you can get really quick on a computer with the Alt-Tab. Alt-Tab. Okay. We are going to, because we've got this copied right now, we're going to come down here to A25. I'm going to go to Home. You too good for your home? We're going to go to Paste, the down arrow. We're going to paste Special. Up, up, up. What's going on here? Why is my paste transpose not coming up? Those are my only paste options?
Yeah.
Copy. Oh. Here, I'm going to put them down here. My bad.
32?
I just put them down on 32. Now that I've got them in Excel and they don't look right, I'm going to hit Control X, which cuts. It doesn't just copy. Control X, as in X-ray. I'm going to go to A25. And now I'm going to drop this paste arrow down. Oh my gosh. Come on, help me out here. Why is it not coming up? Transpose. Transpose. I don't know why I'm not getting all my, I should have a bunch of specials in here. Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry. I told you to cut. Don't cut. Copy. That's what it is. We want to copy. And then we're going to get this little transpose paste button right here. See this one? I'll hit my little circle on it. I'm waiting a minute.
Let's do that again. Hold on.
Click on that.
Oh, okay. Hold on, go back.
Oh, didn't I select? Oh, I didn't go on A25. That was my problem. Yep. Whoops. Transpose. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. Strike that. You see how I have all the bold and everything? I'm going to hit Control Z. I'm going to hit Control Z. I'm going to paste this sucker on A33. And when I paste it, I'm going to just do values. Let's see, did that work? Nope. Let me go back into Word. Copy. And I'm going to paste just the values. Paste special, and I'm just going to do the text. Is that going to work? That's what I wanted to do. I apologize. So paste special text, because I got rid of all the formatting. I what? I didn't hear the question. Yeah, go back and just undo, Control Z what we did. Go back into Word and copy it. Come back in, and then I did on A32, just do a special paste, and you just do the text or the values. So it doesn't bring in all the formatting. Yes, and it did that, so now it should look like that. And now we're going to copy it again and transpose it. Copy, A25, paste special, transpose. Wait. Which copy and paste? Which transpose? There's only one transposed. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go into Word. I'm going to hit copy. You with me, Amy? Switch in here. Okay, I'm going to paste it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to paste special. And you can just match destination formatting. That's fine. So it just keeps the text. Now I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go up to A25. I'm going to paste special. And I'm going to use this transpose right here. And it will paste it all in there. And then I'm going to delete all of my data below. Now what's wrong with it so far? Oh, hold on one second. It's all shifted to the left. It's like a Beyonce song. To the left, to the left. Okay, so we need to fix that.
So dumb.
It's irresistible.
Oh, my
So,
God.
or is it irreplaceable? I can't remember the. Yes, sir. Yep, you're looking close, except you. Yeah, you're good. This is all right. I'm going to show you how to fix that right now. I had Noelle, and then I started dancing like Beyonce, and she's like,
Don't mess with Queen Bee.
all the single ladies. All the
And then you expect us to be attention when you're like this.
oh.
My struggle's real, so come here, please.
What's your struggle?
That does not look.
Oh my gosh, you don't listen to me at all. That's my struggle. What are you
I
doing?
listen.
Your struggle's real. Imagine being me. Okay. Now we're going to paste. No, hold on. We got to go back into Word. Copy it. This is what I was saying. I didn't even do Beyonce when this happened.
I know, but I was already lost.
Paste, and you're going to merge destination or make it text. There you go.
Look how fancy.
Now you copy that. Come up here, and you're going to paste and transpose. And then you're going to delete everything down here.
Look at you. Thank you. You see? Teamwork.
If you like, you should have put a ring on it.
What if you don't want to put a ring on it, but you still like it?
Oh. Okay. Now, we were sitting here going, but Mr. Greer, it's Beyonce, to the left, to the left. We need to move it to the right, to the right. Now slide, baby, slide, baby, slide, baby. Okay, that was another song. I thought I just worked in 2 songs. That was pretty good. Okay, we're going to grab B25 to E31. We're going to cut, Control X. And we're going to move over to C, Charlie 25. We're going to paste it, Control V as in Victor. And notice that I just lined up all that awesome data. Now it's starting to look perfect. Control X cuts. Move to the right and then hit Control V as in Victor. Just move over one right to C25 and then hit Control V as in Victor. And so what does cut do that copy doesn't do? It actually pulls the data out of where it was. That's the awesome part about cut. So we just moved it. We don't have to go delete anything. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to highlight all this data down here in A25 through 31. We have transposed. Sorry, I got to catch up where we are in the book here. We're going to replicate the formulas. Oh, we're going to convert text. Okay, so we want to go to data right here. And we want to use a text to columns button right here. Text to columns button. It'll come up just like a wizard. Now it says, is it delimited? Yes. What are we using? Not a tab. Is there a tab? How about a comma? How about a space? Look at that. As soon as I hit space, it gave it to us, but we don't want to treat, let's see here. We want to take tab and column off. And we want to make sure that, oh, fixed width. I'm sorry, I should have gone back. It was supposed to be fixed width. We have a fixed width. Come over here and perfect. It says create a line break, whatever. We've got this. We say nothing's going to be bigger than that. Let's go ahead and finish. And look at that. It just pulled everything over. It's pretty nice. I didn't have to change the line.
No, I'm saying, but you can change.
You can change the line.
Um,
Yes. Noelle. And there's more explanation on the homework that I did for you. This is one quick thing here, though. We have comma style here. We don't want comma style. We want it to be just general. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to take this. I'm going to say Format Painter. And I'm going to paint the same format on that whole thing. Ta-da. So now we can see that's a store number right there. We got 12 minutes. So we did the data. We deleted it. We copied it. We pasted it. Now we want to replicate our formulas. So we're going to come over here. And I believe that, James, you're going to have a problem with this. So I apologize, but you're going to go back and see this. Now this is a percentage increase or decrease. I'm going to change this to a percentage. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 spots there. I'm going to make this a comma style. I'm going to drag this one right here. I've got this highlighted. I'm going to drag it all the way down. I just grabbed all of my stuff here. And why are we not getting it? Oh, it doesn't work anywhere else. I got our summary of categories. I didn't have to drag everything down. You just drag percentage down of increase all the way to the bottom, and then you just have to highlight I4 and J4 and drag that down to I10 and J10. What changed the percentage? I just click this, and then I increased the decimal place twice. Correct.
Oh, yeah, because those formulas are in place, right? That's right.
And then you just grab this one right here, the formula's in place, and you just drag this down. I might have gotten ahead of ourselves right there. So now I'm going to highlight G4 through G31. I've highlighted all those percentages. And we're going to use the quick analysis guide right here. We haven't used this yet, but you notice this thing keeps popping up. It's a quick analysis tool. So I'm going to go ahead to the bottom right after I've highlighted that, and I get this whole little pop-up that comes up. And it says, ooh, you want to do something. Well, let's format this, and I want to see the top 10%. So it will automatically show us the top 10% changes. If I click on that and I scroll up, ooh, look at that. I got some conditional formatting applied to the top 10% of percentage changes. Then we want to do some totals. I'm going to scroll back up here. We're going to do all the sales. I'm going to highlight all these sales. Go to that same thing, and then I can go over to totals. And what do I want to do here? It says that what we'd like to do is give it the sum of each one of these categories. So it did. It just automatically summed them all up for us. To the bottom right, and then you go to totals, and then you go to sum. We'll calculate everything. Yes, I don't replace it. I was showing George what to do, computer. Then if you want to find stuff, there's find and replace commands in here. So how do we find stuff in Excel? Control F. And we can say, I want to find all the instances of batteries. Say, find the next one. And look, it takes me right to it. I can hit next. It's just showing you a function. It'll take me down there. Find next. If I wanted to replace that, I don't know if it has us replace it. Yes, find and replace. So anything that says sensors, so we can just click over here to replace. So anywhere where it says sensors, we want it to say sensors and alarms. Whoops, sensors and alarms. If I hit replace all, anywhere on this worksheet where it says sensors, it will now change. You can watch this happen magically in or B19, if you look at B19 on my screen really quick, it'll change everything to sensors and alarms. It says it replaced 4 of them, and it just automatically changed that. That's really helpful in Word. One time I was writing a paper, and I wrote it about Walmart in my MBA, and my teacher, the week before I turned in my paper, he's like, you know what really drives me crazy is when people write about Walmart and they use Wal-Mart, because it's not Wal-Mart. It hasn't been that for like 20 years. It's Walmart, all one word. And I was like, oh crap, I just wrote a 30-page paper with Walmart all the way through it with a dash in the middle of it. So I just went home, hit, find replace, and I just said, anything that says Wal-Mart, make Walmart. And it did it instantly. It was like 300 times or whatever. It's like really quickly happened. So this is a powerful tool that you can use. Go ahead and close that. Ooh, we need to do a bar chart. Quick analysis gallery, we did that. So we're going to highlight this quick analysis gallery that we have up here. And we're going to put in some charts. And let's go ahead and use this clustered chart title right here. Clustered bar chart. Excellent. Now I want to make it look fancy. So we're going to format the chart. We all kind of know how to do that, right? I actually want to move it to its own sheet. So I'm going to move the chart. I'm going to call it bar chart. I just went up to move chart, which is up at the top right here. And it moved it to its own page. Holla. And we can do a design change on here. Let's see, what design does it want us to pick? Style 3. I'll switch it to style 3. And then we can vary colors by point. So we can go ahead and format this. We can come in here, right mouse click and say Format Data Series. And under the fill, say Vary Colors by Point. And it will change all the different colors over here now. So each one looks different. Got labels. Oh, and the final thing that we have to do, and we've got 4 minutes. So the charts, we've already done charts. We don't have to go through and do all this. But the big thing that we have to do is we have to create a smart art graphic. So we're going to go ahead and go down here. We're going to click plus. We're adding another sheet. This is going to be called Smart Art Graphic. Smart Art Graphic. This is on the homework, and this is on the Excel certification. We want to be able to insert a smart art. Now, one of the things they're going to ask you to do on the homework is to get rid of all of the grid lines. So we go to View, and then we say Grid Lines right here. Takes away all the grid lines. So we still have a grid there, we just don't see all the gray lines. So it was View and click Grid Lines. Okay. So we're going to insert some smart art. I'm going to go to Insert, and you might have it already set where it says Smart Art under Illustrations. Mine is just a little button right here. And it was on my homework too when I was helping out with the homework, so it's kind of hidden. But it should be under Illustrations. You click Smart Art. And it asks us what kind of smart art do we want. This is one of those killer features in Office that a lot of people don't know about because it makes it really easy for us to do stuff. So we're going to do a picture type, and there's tons of different types in here. And we want to use the top left one, this one right here. This is what it's going to look like. So it's an accented picture. We click OK, and it comes up. Now the cool part about Smart Art is all we have to do is fill in the stuff on the left, and it automatically populates on the right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and change the colors to, we're going to use colorful range accent 4 to 5. So we're going to change the colors down here. Sorry, not here, here. Change the colors. We want colorful Range is 4 to 5 accent colors, so it's going to be this one. Yep. We can add more shapes to this as we go. We could copy and paste it over there. So one of the ways that I like to do this, and I'll just show you a quick cheat, is that this is what we're going to be measuring. So I'm going to copy this. Do they have other in here also? I don't know if other is going to be in here. Nope, we just go through transmitters. Sorry, so I'm going to do keypads. I'm going to copy through transmitters. I'm going to go into Smart Art Graphic, and then I just click in here, and I'm going to start pasting that right below because it's going to be all my ones on the right, and I can just delete these two. So it automatically filled in everything. I could go type all those in if I would like to, but I don't have to. And this is Home Security Systems.
How do you delete the electrical script?
You just click on the text and you hit delete, delete. Like if it has a text form place. And then we can go in and we can insert pictures into each one of these. So I can actually just, oh, come on, Cortana, get off of me. There we go. So I can click on this little section right here. And I can have pictures load. In the homework, we're going to go out and find pictures. In this exercise, we could download all those pictures that are in Mod 3. We are out of time, but I'm just going to show you right now, like in the homework, and you can watch this on the homework, we could say security system. It'll go out on Bing. It'll search for that. It'll come up and say, ta-da, sure, this looks like the one I want to use. So I'm going to click on that and say insert. It automatically puts it in as that Smart Art graphic. And as I click on keypads, I can do the same thing where I click on that. And I saw a good keypad right there. So was that security system? I could type in keypad, but security system. Insert that. So you can just go through and fill all those in. And then finally is the screenshots. I would recommend what we're going to do is we're going to end right here, but the homework has everything done. So I'm going to upload the homework first to YouTube. Then I will upload this exercise to YouTube, and you should be able to get through everything. If you have any questions, Jack's in the other room right now. You have the lab. You have what? Well, that's what we start off with, is everybody gets to start off being confused.